Hello, welcome to my keyboard collection. So, these are a few keyboards, and back there's even more. But you're probably not used to those keyboards. Maybe you are, but you might be used to this, a MacBook Pro, and it has a keyboard. You might think, is that a good keyboard? I don't know. Actually, I do. It's not. Or maybe you're used to a membrane keyboard, which this is not. This is a mechanical keyboard. Welcome to keyboards. Now, I am a keyboard enthusiast. These are some, well, we'll get to that. But let's say you want a keyboard and you want to be cool like me, but you think that $40 is a lot for a keyboard, but you want to spend it because you know it could be life-changing. Well, I got just the keyboard for you. It's this one right here. This is the Tecware Phantom 87. Now, I don't care what people tell you. I've reviewed more budget keyboards than anyone on YouTube. This is the best one. If you want to buy a budget keyboard for 40, 45 bucks, this is it. It's got the best stabilizers. If you don't know what that is, it's this thing right here. It makes it feel good. It sounds good. It's strong. There's metal on top. It has good feeling for the price. This is it. Buy it. There's Amazon links below. But let's say this isn't enough for you. Well, then what do you do then? Maybe you know you like mechanical keyboards. Maybe you want a smaller form factor. Maybe you're a gamer. So the keyboard you're looking for is this one right here, the Redragon K530 Pro. It was redesigned. It's a 60% keyboard, which just is the form factor. It means it's small. It means on your desk, it doesn't take up that much space. It's smaller than a 15-inch MacBook Pro. It's wireless. It has Bluetooth on the side. You can connect it to multiple different devices. You can even use it wirelessly for gaming right there because it has a 2.4 gigahertz USB dongle. This is fantastic. However, it also has hot swappability, a word that you may not have ever heard of, but it just means you can take mechanical switches like these, which can get more and more expensive, but also nicer, and then put them in this really easily. And I mean easily. Now, this is more expensive, but in a lot of ways, it's a lot better. So if you're in that next up price range, maybe around 60 bucks, and all that sounds good to you, well, this is the one that you should buy. Don't even consider anything else. Again, if anyone's telling you to buy something other than this at this price point, and that's all the things that you just want, just buy this one. There's no other point to getting anything else. I've reviewed them all. I know what I'm talking about. But maybe you've heard of customs. Maybe you visited the mechanical keyboard subreddit. Okay, and if you do, then this is the keyboard for you. If you don't want to build a custom, you want a pre-built, this is the best one hands down. Now this is $110, so higher in that price point. Now a lot of you, if you don't know keyboards, you're gonna think I'm insane for even saying this is $110, but this is budget. This is still budget, but it looks like a custom. It's all pretty. It has a volume knob that doesn't wiggle. It's got a detachable USB-C. It's even got dual stage risers on the back, and it's wireless, which is amazing, with a pretty long battery life, and it's got RGB on the keys, and then RGB in the case, which you can't really see right now because it's really bright. But again, if you're in this price point of $110, this is the keyboard that you should buy, hands down. You shouldn't buy anything else. Again, if anyone tells you to buy something different at this price point, they don't know what they're talking about. But maybe you don't want a pre-built, okay? Maybe you want a custom. This is a pre-built, okay? It has keycaps, it has switches, it has everything you want. But come over to the dark side, the table of customs. Now you might think, this looks like a sexy piece of metal right here, and you'd be right about that. This thing, solid piece of metal right here. Actually, it's two pieces, but both pieces are solid, so let's just go with that. Now customs, they're expensive, okay? What you get in a custom is not this. You get this. This is the exact same board, actually, funny enough, but this is what you would get. Now, this typically is way more expensive than this. So, you get no keycaps, no switches. Sometimes you don't even get tuned stabilizers, but they're way more expensive. You know, this low-key sounds like really sus. It kind of, whatever. So custom keyboards are all about personalizing them, making them different. So this keyboard, compared to this keyboard, compared to this keyboard, and then compared to this keyboard, all feel and sound way different. And that's what custom keyboards are about. So you get to choose your own keycaps, you get to choose your own switches, and there's no recommendation here. There's tons of different ones. And the reason there's no recommendation here is because it's all about personalization. Maybe you like RGB on the side, like the GMMK Pro. This is very popular, but the knob is tiny. Okay, so maybe you want an all acrylic board that's see-through and has a bunch of RGB in it and has a bigger knob this time. Well, that's up to you. Now, my personal favorite under 100 bucks is this one. It's the MK870. I also did a top 5 on this, which will be linked below. You can check out that top 5 video. I go top 5 DIY kits under 100 bucks. It's a good video. However, there's still one category we haven't talked about, and that's these, but custom form? Let me show you what I mean. Come on. Trying to find the right board where we turn a board like this, the Redragon K552, probably the most popular TKL ever. Come over here, where we turn this into this. This is the other category, the one that I think real enthusiasts actually enjoy the most. There's a lot of fake enthusiasts out there. This is one where you replace the keycaps from this to this, and then you spray paint the case or modify it in any way that you want to. For instance, on my Ducky 13 SF, I changed the keycaps, and then I only spray painted the end caps, but it made it look really good. But this is where you get to have a before and after experience that is honestly the most enjoyable, because you get to come from something like this, which is okay if you're coming from a membrane, and then make it sound and feel like a custom. But then the obvious question is, okay, well, we have all these keyboards and then we have all the customs, but what switches and keycaps do you get if you want to mod a budget board or you want to mod a custom? Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing right away. If you're not already enthusiast, and if you're watching by this point, you're probably not, but you're a budding enthusiast, and that's good. These are the switches that you use. Now, there's a lot of different ones. There's the jelly ones. Oh, these are also jellies. There's a bunch of different ones. There's tactiles, there's linears, you can have whatever you want. They're super cheap and they're fantastic, and they're better in every way than basically every other set of switches out there for budget entry-level switches, which are honestly sometimes all you're gonna need. And trust me, you'll be happy with these. So go with these. Don't trust anyone else if they tell you that you need switches that cost more than most DIY kits. That's ridiculous. And for keycaps, it's sad to say, but you also need to go with Akko again. Akko makes the best keycaps. ASA profile, 60 bucks. That might sound like a lot, but these are damn good. You'll be pressed hard to find keycaps as good as this, with as many different colorways as this, for 60 bucks. So all of these will be linked below. All of my recommendations have Amazon links below, and hopefully this helps you get into mechanical keyboards. What they are, why they are, how much money you should spend on them, which is a lot if you want anything good, but also way less than everyone else is gonna tell you. But now let's recap. Switches and keycaps, Akko. Entry-level budget board, Tecware Phantom. Mid-grade pre-built, Redragon K530 Pro. Budding enthusiast that wants the best value for their money but also wants the custom, Akko PC75B Plus, and it's got that knob. Custom keyboard, watch my top 5 video linked below, also at the end of the video. Modding a pre-built, just choose any one that you want that's hot swappable. But again, if you want to check out any of these keyboards, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. And if you want to know more about custom keyboards, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, and I'm going to do it while saving you money. This is a Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.